Hey guys, I'm just heading home from across the border. Just a quick trip to pick up some items. I got these badass earrings from Charlotte Curry, and of course I'm wearing my Outside Circle Show shirt. So anyways, I was gonna talk a bit about listening to your body. As many of you know, and I've probably sensed from my videos, I need to slow down a little bit. So I came to this conclusion more recently. I suppose I should have figured it out sooner, but when you start booking work and yeah, it's kind of hard to say no once you've booked it, right? Because I'm a follow-through girl. I'm not so good at booking days off, so I need to become better at that to give myself time to recover. Yeah, I just kind of figured that out, seeing as I'm getting a little burnt out. My body's kind of getting a bit run down. I'm getting a little irritable. Monday, Tuesday, I was like grumpy and tired. I'm just kind of getting caught up a bit on sleep, but like I was gone for 3 weeks. I've been home now. This is my third day, and every day I'm still working. So today's a real short day though, so that part's good. But yeah, so I guess that's the big thing, is listening and knowing. So like with me, once I get run down, right, I guess I'm stressing more about things. Things bother me more. And then along with that comes this negative chatter that wants to pop in there and tell me how worthless I am, or totally look at the downside of things, right? Which it puts me in a downward spiral. And I've had to become really aware over the years about what causes my depression and when I'm starting to head in that direction. So it's been a bit of a wake-up call for me. Yeah, so I need to be better at this balance thing. Forever try to search for this balance. So I was getting a bit ahead of myself. I thought, oh, I'm gonna go to a bunch of CPRA rodeos, pro rodeos in Alberta. And, I mean, there is some in BC, but that's just causing me too much driving and back and forth to Alberta, like then every weekend, and then trying to juggle my clientele elsewhere. So I mean, I have clientele there, but the majority of it's in BC. So that being said, I'm just starting back this year. I was watching a video this morning via Kispiox, and I was analyzing kind of what went wrong there, because I got bucked off there. And then you analyze it, and then my brain starts going. Like, it's like, okay, well, maybe you're not good enough. You should do this, you should do that. Like, why can't you do that? Like, it's just like this stupid, like, it's like recording, right, or something. And I have to take a step back and say, you know what? I've been off a year and a half. Yeah, there's stuff that I could be riding better than I am. But I haven't been on that many. I've been off for a while. I'm coming back from another serious injury, or like surgery, right? So, and I shouldn't be like wearing myself too thin trying to go to like a ton of rodeos. Right now, its focus is on riding right, going back to the basics, getting my mark out right. Me realizing that my shoulder's strong now, because it hasn't been good for about 10 years. I mean, between my shoulder surgeries and multiple dislocations in my shoulder and my riding arm, I haven't been able to lift very well with it for years, so I've learned to protect it. So I would say that's probably the biggest thing that's causing me issues, is that I'm kind of a bit safety up, in the sense, not safety up with my lower body, but safety up with my shoulder, trying to protect it, so I'm not lifting very well. So yeah, it'll take a bit to sort that out. I'm gonna be patient. It's a matter too of getting on some just nice jumping kicker, give me timing, let me have time to think, right? Because most ones time to think about lifting. A lot of other times the horse is kind of like bucks really hard, you don't know the horse, or just kind of get back into it. Things are a little more blurry, right? And you're trying to like put everything back together subconsciously. And yeah, it takes a little bit for everything to click back together. But I definitely feel the most secure. Like my saddle feels really good to me. I've got a few little kinks to work out. I mean, I'm still doing well. I've still won 2 rodeos this year, so I really am not doing that bad. And when the ones I'm getting bucked off, I mean, I'm getting bucked off like spurring. Like I'm not like safetying up here. I said I was safetying up, but you know, there's a difference, right? I'm like being cautious with my upper body versus like spurring, going after them. So I'm going after them. My arm just isn't going with it. So eventually things put 2 and 2 together. I mean, I feel the best I felt. That aside from burning myself out, but with my riding, and I feel like real aggressive, and I feel like a good mindset there. So I'm going back to again, like starting to these negative thoughts trying to creep in. I'm like, what the heck? Like I'm getting all these signs that, okay, this isn't good because of the stress, because I'm pushing myself too hard, because I'm getting worn down. Now I'm being negative about my riding, and I just want it to be fun now. I don't want it to be negative. So I've been riding long enough. I know how to ride. I've got a body that, I have a few issues. I've had a few injuries, a few things to overcome and put things back together. I mean, but I've got time, right? So, I gotta take a step back. I might actually enter some Imperial rodeos because I enjoy going to those across the states, mostly in Washington, Oregon. And they have some really good broncs. So I think I'm gonna maybe go to a few more of those along with the BCRA, and then I do have some pro rodeos coming up though. I'm in Innisfail this weekend. The following weekend I'm in High River, and then I'm in Grand Prairie. So it's all there. I know, it's just putting it all together. So again, I'm just gonna take a step back. I'm gonna try to balance my schedule, try to not take on so many horses, give myself some days off, maybe be able to spend some time with my family, like my parents, my sister, my brother, nephews, stuff like that. So, or I should say brothers. So I guess my whole point today is that we all know if we take a step back, how we're feeling, and if we're not feeling good, if we're feeling anxious, if we're feeling run down, if we're that sort of thing, it's like, well, what can we do to make things better in our life, right? How can we give time to ourselves? Because that's the big thing is I need to have my own time, my own downtime, right? And right now I haven't been getting that. My downtime's been driving, which is I enjoy driving, but it's really not like a time you can just not think. You still have to focus on the road, right? And you are still the action of doing, right? So I'm listening. I'm paying attention, and I'm realizing that I am kind of stressing myself out. So that being said, like I said, everyone, take a look at how you are in your life, how you can make things better. Making sure you get that time for yourself is really important. So that's my 2 cents for today. I'm off to work here when I get home, just a few horses, and then I'm actually going to Luna Float, which is like that deprivation chamber where you're in the salt water, Epsom salts, and you like float on the top. Anyways, that'll be good. It'll be like mindlessness relaxation. So it'll be good. I need some time for my body to relax, and I'm looking forward to Princeton this weekend. I'll be up there tomorrow, but I'm just helping out, working on a few horses. Again, working. And my nephews are up tomorrow, and then I am riding on Sunday. So the next week still is pretty hectic with work, but we're gonna figure out how to balance that. And I hope everyone has an awesome weekend, and thank you for listening, and we will talk to you all soon.